Hello everybody and welcome back to Academiopolis, where we still have some work to do. So first things first, I just want to buy this island over here. Done. Okay, so we now have that. We're probably also going to buy this one and this one up here. Yeah, that'll be one purchase. This one I think will also only be one purchase. So we now control all of this territory, which is nice. But let's... hang on, my audio is a bit loud. It's not loud in the recording, it's just I had my headphones turned up a little bit. There we go. That problem is now solved, but this problem is not solved. And I need to figure out exactly how I want to handle this. First things first, we've got a bit of an issue here. Ugh, this is disgusting. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all of this stuff. Let's just take it back to about right here. About like that. And I think we're just going to keep this on the ground for now. I'd like to have these be quasi the same level. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter, really. We can take this straight out this direction, but I want it to stay on the ground. That's giving a slope too steep. Of course it is. I mean, we could try to smooth out this terrain, I suppose, with the landscaping tool. And level terrain at about this level? Something along the lines of this. This is going to be kind of spendy. There's no doubt about that, but we could knock back a fair amount of the mountain here. And I think that'll be okay. Okay, something like that. And that'll hopefully do the trick. I mean, we're still going to have some weirdness going on, to be sure. Okay. Now that's a little bit off, but we're going to want to run it kind of like this. Get rid of this road for the time being. And then as we enter into this area, I'd like to bring it up a little bit. We're already rising, though, so let's go ahead and smooth this out a little bit out to this point. About like this, hopefully. That should work, I hope. We're going to have some weirdness up there, but I'll deal with that in a bit. So let's page up right here. That's giving us slope too steep. This would work, but I don't want it to be there. I want it to be exactly like this, and I'm not quite sure why that's slope too steep. Interesting. Maybe if we elevate it right here, like as we are hitting this deepest point, that actually works just fine. There we go. Is that straight? I think that's straight. And then we'd run that to right there. And then this would come down this direction, and I did not mean to right-click there. Is that the correct position? Yep, that is. And then we just want to bring this down to here. Just like that, and connect it in like that. Okay. Now, we've got this going on over here. So let's get rid of that bit of road. I just want to look... Okay. I mean, we're still going to have some weirdness over here, that's for sure. But I want to take this over to right here and just see. That's slope too steep, but we can connect it in to right here, which actually connects onto the highway itself, which is not ideal. We could maybe elevate this up a little bit faster. Like right here. And then we would need to be right here. Kind of like that? Question mark? This section obviously needs to be a little higher up though. More like that. Yeah, more like that. And then, can we connect this in? Slope too steep. Okay, fair enough. I did expect that to basically be the case. Let's go ahead and take this out of here for now. Because I want to try... having it kind of like that. I mean, any way we slice it, it's going to be a little awkward. Well, we're not going up this way, right? At least not here, because we've got this whole mountain thing going on. Basically over to way over here, so that's going to be a thing. So we're going to need a bit of a way to get off of here. For now, I'd like to do a turnaround. And I'm just wondering what we actually need to do that. Let's get rid of this. Check our height. I mean, that looks about right. Oh, that's the problem. So we'll just page up. See if we can't get it in a bit like this. That slope too steep. Fair enough. And that slope too steep. Now this is too high. That really looks like it's about the right height. And I've put it too close. Now it's too low. Okay. Get out of there. The terrain is not wanting to cooperate. That is way too high. So it's going to have to be like this. And we're going to have to bring it, like, down. That's just onto ground level. I don't know. Okay, maybe we need to just create, like, a temporary large curve here? Like, that would be a very temporary solution. As soon as we extend it out this way, we're going to need to get rid of that. But that'll work for now, I guess. And then the question is, can we do on-ramps over this? We actually can. Can we maybe extend these roads? That slope too steep. Okay. So we can build on-ramps over here, but we can't build roads. What if, hypothetically, we were to do it kind of like this? To, say, here? Or maybe here. And then to here? Now, of course, we're going to need some power over here. There we go. I mean, that kind of works. That's not the worst thing. This is a little bit the worst thing, but it's not, strictly speaking, awful. And we'll get rid of it later on. The major issue here is that there's no real way when you are going this direction to get to these off-ramps. And that is definitely an issue. Question is how to go about solving that. I mean, we could simply do something like that, but that slope too steep. I'd love to have a proper solution out here, but I don't know what one would look like. As of right now, it would have to be... Well, there's going to be a turnaround here, right? So maybe we get rid of this whole section. Because this is going to be a turnaround. We take this right here. And this is a vertical highway, but I'm just going to build it like that. Which way are we going? This needs to be the opposite direction. So this needs to be coming towards us. There we go. And then we need to have this road over here. Going this way. Slope too steep. Of course. We're going to need to flatten this entire area right here. There's no real way around that. So we're going to choose just a height. And I'm going to choose this height here. We're going to flatten this area as much as we can. Apparently too much soil is the issue over here. That's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what that is supposed to mean. I guess it's just that it's trying to move too much. Maybe if we use a smaller brush. I think it's just trying to say that we're trying to move too much. Maybe this interchange should be underground? I don't know. So we can build that there. Oh, we can build that there now. Perfect. Okay. So is this too far apart? I think it is. This is the center point. So this one was correct, actually. It's this one that is in the wrong spot. Needs to be here instead. Okay, there we go. So it is always the horizontal one that goes underneath. So we need to take this up over here, but that sloped too steep. That said, this is a three-way intersection, so that's kind of almost okay. Like, we'd need to run this there, but that sloped too steep. Maybe we take this up here to the ground? About like this? I have no idea if we can fit a highway under that. Maybe we need to go up a little higher. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work. Like, this one could maybe go over. It'd certainly be awkward. It would be something like this. I mean, that would probably be viable. It's just a bit of weirdness, right? Because we've got some terrain issues over here. So yeah, it would be right here. That's giving us slope too steep, though, because we need to start this going up basically immediately. So we need to take this up one, as close as we can to there, then up another one, which is slope too steep, because this isn't really sloping up the way I wanted it to. Maybe what we should do is we should take this here, take it down one to about here, and then connect it in. I mean, that's going to give us slope too steep, and we're going to have some issues there. But then connect that in. That's slope too steep. Okay. This mountain is giving issues. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we could do something along the lines of this. Then maybe connect it in by the time we get to there? That would work. And then can we make it up onto here? We can make it to here, which is going to have to do. And we could, that slope too steep on everything. We connect it in over this direction. That would be super awkward. So not anything like that. I mean, we could maybe curve it in a really awkward fashion. Even that slope too steep. This is why I wanted to avoid building in the mountains, by the way. Pretty obvious reasoning, I suppose, but... So, let's see here. This is quasi-working. I have no idea what it's going to be like trying to connect these in. That's going to be awkward. Like, we're going to need this to come out over this direction, but we're probably going to need it to go underground, which is going to get super awkward. But I think we can make this work. So let's just take this out to here. There we go, and connect this in. Slope too steep. What? Are these at different heights? Oh, is that slope too steep? Like our Stegogetti, our Raptor Burger Rex, I'm very confused. Pile of crumbled sticky brownies adventurously named the Dino Droppers. Okay, so if that slope too steep, at Dinosaurus, you can dine in or dine That's certainly awkward.
Hello, I'm your host Al, and you're listening.
I was really hoping we could get a turnaround there. Regardless, we're going to need to take this over to about here and bring it down.
Well, I don't have any plans.
And the
I
same
think
thing
I might
over
go to the
here.
zoo again and try to communicate with the animals. Last week,
There we
I
go.
was close to a breakthrough, but a cow
And then we
kept telling
can
me to move and I
see
lost my
about getting
place.
some of this
So
connected
what are
in.
you listeners gonna do this weekend? Drop us a line and let us know.
Okay.
Maybe I'll see you there.
What does it feel like to
Connecting
drive
in
a
there.
car?
I guess it's okay.
What does it feel like to steer?
Now this is where it maybe gets a little
What does
awkward.
it smell
Yeah,
like
space
to
already
smell
occupied.
a mountain?
And
At
we
Jubilee,
don't
we're
seem,
committed to letting you do the
unless we go into the
impossible.
traffic
And
mode,
now we've succeeded in letting you
to be able to
drive
get
the
those, which is kind of
undrivable.
weird.
The Jubilee
But whatever.
of dementia.
So let's
Car
try to grab
engineers
this
said
right
should
here.
be made.
And
Test drive one
it's not
today
wanting to let us
and
curve it in.
experience what
Okay.
scientists for decades
What about if we
claimed
come up
was
over
beyond the
this
realm of
direction?
safe driving. Jubilee.
90
Be
degrees.
reasonable or be fast.
Are we on angle snapping? We are
At
on
Van
angle
Hammer
snapping.
Bank, we
That does
you
not want to
trust
angle
us with
snap
your
properly.
money. Because it's with your money
Okay.
that we can make you more money. How? It's not funny business.
So
It's
something
money business.
along the lines
You give
of
your money to
that,
us,
except
and
I
it
don't
will
want
grow
that to be a
with it.
curve.
That's the plan, at least. Maybe that's too complicated.
There we go.
Imagine planting a money tree in the ground.
And then I want this to
watering
just be a straight line.
it. Imagine if you had a money pet and you fed it more money.
What
and
if
after
we were to
digesting
run
would-
it from, say,
Okay.
here
You
to
wanna go
here?
money
Slope too
fishing,
steep.
so you
Okay.
use a little money to catch
What
big
about from
money.
here to
You
here?
know, just
Slope too
come in and
steep.
talk to us. We have
Man,
even more
okay.
metaphors that allow us
It's
to avoid
really
saying
not
what we
wanting me to
really do
create
with your
this.
money. Van Hammer Bank. Feed the money monster.
But we're very close.
This is Cities Radio. The best music
Let's just go ahead
in
and
the
use
universe.
the road tool here. Or the curve tool, that is. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't want to curve in that direction. But maybe if we run this out to here. That's giving space already occupied. We've got a pillar issue over here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's just take this up to, say... I mean, it would go here. But I don't want to curve tool this. Regular tool. Something along the lines of that. Then we'll use the curve tool. Come over here. No, okay. Come over here. Slope too steep, obviously, but we can do something quasi like this. That almost fits. What if we were to do something like this? Oh boy, this is dumb. Except I don't actually want it like that. I want it to be kind of like... That's too curved. Like that. Okay. Then this would connect in like this if it wasn't slope too steeped. So we need to figure out a way to do that. I think the best way to do that will be some terraforming, but we'll come back to that. I do need to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to get back to working on this area. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.